Hey everyone, welcome to episode 4 of the Sheffield Wednesday rebuild. Thank you so much for your support so far. I hope you're enjoying the save as much as we are. It's been a good save so far, and we are about to go through the January transfer update. So starting with our youths, started to have a look at Enrique Peralta and see if there's a better position for him. And I think just continuing his development has to be key at the moment. We're looking at swapping him to a central midfielder, and hopefully we can get that passing up and then also improve his dribbling. Jacob Charlton continues his development. He's 3 weeks away from completing the ball-winning midfielder programme. We can see his stamina's going up, his strength's going up, and aggression's slowly getting there. Daniel Garrett's shooting's still on the way up, but we need him to really improve on that if he wants to be challenging for a first-team position. 63 rated, but I think we have better. And J Parr is already higher rated than him. 66 rated Cam, good shooting, good passing and dribbling. And finally we came to Pontus Eklund, who has been with us from the start, and unfortunately I decided to terminate his youth contract because I just can't see him making the grade at Hillsborough, to be honest. 3 of our loans were recalled in January, which is great because that's what the aim was. By not playing them, they get recalled by their parent and we don't have to spend money to get rid of them. So Canberra, Shadipo and Gibson all returned to their parent clubs. None of them really made an appearance for me apart from Canberra, who played a couple of games in the Cup. A couple of new signings coming in, Jamie Cumming and Josh Key. So a new goalkeeper, a new permanent goalkeeper with Peacock Farrell only on loan. And Josh Key's a younger version of Jack Hunt, who is out of contract at the end of the season. So our first game of the new year is an away tie away at Shrewsbury Town, and we managed to come away with a really good 2-1 win. Our strike force doing well again with Vincent and Patterson getting a goal each, and that's where we started to see it go wrong. Expectedly, we've been waiting for this message, and it didn't take long for us to receive a bid for our star striker, our homegrown hero. Elliott Vincent will be leaving us, and to keep the save real, I can't turn down these bids. West Ham was the one I went with in the end because I felt Roma probably wouldn't buy a player from Sheffield Wednesday, whereas it's more likely that a Premier League club would be looking domestically for a better player. His valuation's 21, so they've offered below that, and he's worth between 23.8 and 35. So I managed to negotiate with them. I wanted a bit more money out of it, and we ended up getting 24 million. Unfortunately, they wouldn't budge over that, and I didn't want the sale to fall through because I think it's a realistic move that he's left us. FIFA inflation, so it's a lot more money than you'd expect in real life, but I think that was the right thing to do for the save. So we've got a big chunk of money going into the transfer budget, so hopefully we can look for a replacement. And I already had my eyes on a couple of strikers, and Ricky J. Jones was the one I decided to go for. His raw pace and sprint speed is just incredible. For £1 million, £1,000 a week, absolutely perfect. I think he's going to be a big star for the club, and I think he's a really good replacement for Vincent. It's a big drop in overall, but Vincent was a massive fish in this small pond. So I think Ricky J. Jones will be a really good really good player for us. So I decided that with Patterson, I'm going to remove him, and with Vincent leaving, it's time to build for the future and look at John Jules and Jones, which is a bit of a tongue twister, to start building a really strong strike partnership for the club. I think they can both grow together and really give us a great shout. So the FA Cup, we were expected last 16. Unfortunately, as we went to Ellen Road, we lost 2-1. Windass opened the scoring early on, but the Premier League team were just way too strong for us. And you look at their starting 11, and it was a first team performance from them. Back to the league, and we hosted Plymouth. With our new players settling in and bedding in, it was a great performance with Lee Gregory scoring from the bench and Captain Fantastic Barry Banan scoring early on to give us the lead. And I also decided that we needed a bit more squad depth with players for the future. So I decided to go for Jake Garrett. for bargain signing. I think he's going to be an excellent talent. Similar to Jay Jones, he's got a little bit of development to do to get into the first team. But I'm really keen to get him on board. I actually see him more as a centre back. So I put him on a training plan to be a centre back. The next incoming signing was Alex Scott, who we got in for 2.25 million, £2,100 a week. Important player, and he'll come in to replace Josh Windass at Cam. So the team's starting to take shape, and we got a great win. John Jules and Windass scoring the goals. I'm really pleased to get that win. With the new players starting to settle, it's always a difficult point for a club trying to replace a big name player, and hopefully we've managed to bring in 4 or 5 decent squad players that will really benefit us going forward. Trip to Oxford was up next, and it was a difficult fixture. Oxford seemed to be my bogey team at the minute, and we went down 1-0 there. And since we've been in really good form in the league, that's a really disappointing result. The bid came in from Sheffield United for Josh Windass, and I rejected it because I feel like Sheffield Wednesday wouldn't sell one of their starter players. Even though I've just dropped him out of the first team for now, we wouldn't sell him to Sheffield United. And then we hosted Ipswich and came away with a great 2-0 win with our strikers bagging a goal each, which is great to see as they start to really develop their partnership up front. So Jake Garrett's completed his training to be a centre-back. We don't see an overall improvement, but I really want to focus on his defending and his physical, so I'm going to put him on the stopper training programme. And I think he can really be good for us. Brand exposure we're not going to get this year. We're expected to win the league and keep our salary below 5% growth, and I think we can achieve all of those. Although at the minute we are second and we're 4 points behind Rotherham. So we've still got 16 games to go, a lot of work to do, and it's sad to look at the League One top goal scorers chart without our boy Elliott Vincent at the top. Smith's had a great season for Rotherham, and Cumming has come in and he's already doing a great job for us. And I really think he's a good addition, and with Bailey Peacock Farrell on loan, I think it was wise to bring in a young goalkeeper to replace him. Top transfers: Ruben Neves to PSG, Rashford to Inter, Marino to Liverpool, Kessié to PSG, Richarlison to Arsenal, St Maximin to Chelsea, Asensio to Dortmund, Correa to Spurs, and then our deals, which are a bit more sad to look at. Vincent moves on to West Ham for 24 million. We bring in Cumming for 2.3, Scott for 2.25, Key for 1.35, Jay Jones for 1, Garrett for 1, and then we see Palmer leave for 730k, and we've lined up a few of us signings out. So that wraps up January. Thanks for your support so far. Please like, comment and subscribe if you're enjoying the content. See you next time.